It's around that time of the week again. Yeah, man, we got a fresh new lineup of petrolheads just for you. In today's episode, we touch down in the mother city of Kaapstad, aka Cape Town City, for the first ever Cape Town Motor Show.
I can't even start to... I'm speechless.
Sabu is up and about and doing his usual tricks again.
Do you know what air suspension is?
Air suspension
On a car.
Shoo.
We're back in Botswana in search of the ultimate burnout king.
I'm going to be the next burnout king because me and my Gusheshe, we are the boss.
And we end off with something special from the guys from Sector.
When you're driving in an open-seater like this, it's a completely different experience. This car is light, powerful, nimble on the road.
Lots to get through today, so let's get the show on the road roundabout now.
Wow, man, words can't.
I can't even start to... I'm speechless.
This is something else right here, right now.
Cape Town coming together as one.
I'm so excited.
What's a Luther? Enjoy.
So excited. It's been 2 years in the planning to get this event together. We went to international shows, we chose the most successful parts, and we've wrapped it up all into one single show for the first time in the mother city. Some never seen before cars, Audi with their Q2, McLarens, lots of amazing things happening here today. Unbelievable action, done for the family.
Cape Town Motor Show, woo!
We're very excited. We now have our own Cape Town Motor Show that we're adding to the events calendar of Cape Town. But it's fitting in perfectly with what we want to achieve to build Cape Town to become the events capital of Africa. And what I'm also like about this inaugural event today is they're also giving money back into the community and donating to communities. And I'm sure thousands of people will come through over the weekend to come and see these beautiful cars.
And indeed, thousands of people flocked through the gates. There was so much on offer, everything from drifting to insane car and bike displays, tire changing contests to awesome prize giveaways. I mean, they gave away a Harley Davidson. A Harley Davidson!
What we have right here is a 6x6 Geländewagen Mercedes-Benz AMG. Needless to say, it's a showstopper. Most of the people recognize the front that looks like a Geländewagen, but once they see the rear of the vehicle, they realize that there's something a bit extra. 6x6 sits on obviously 6 18-inch tires, Hutchinson rims, military spec. You can literally drive over a mine and the rims will stay on. The vehicle can inflate and deflate on the go. We created 2 boxes, side toolboxes on each side, matching the tubes. So the one is a toolbox, and on the other side we have a neat whiskey cabinet. Mercedes-Benz built 100 of these monsters, which currently have been all sold out. 10 of them were brought in South Africa, and one of them will set you back about 1 million US.
The T63 is not for the ordinary.
That's a beast. That's an absolute beast.
Massive thing, looks like a truck, really.
Smashing. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't even describe it really.
It's the kind of car I would want to buy.
Yeah, no, you are balling, my brother. Do you know how much this ride costs?
Probably looking at 4.5 million.
Yeah, that's cute.
I think it's 6 million.
Nuh-uh.
7 million.
Try again.
7.9 million.
No.
8.5 million.
Okay, let's try an amount higher than 10 million rand.
I think it's 15 million.
That's right, my brother. That is correct. It's roughly 15 million rands. That's roughly 15 million rand.
I'm Alex. I'm from a small shop in Cape Town called Cave Customs. We're based in Stikland, and today we've got a 1941 Chevy Rat Rod. We've always been a fan of the rat rods you see in America, the salt flat races, and we wanted to do a South African touch on one, a South African version of one, and something that's got our stamp on it. So first of all, it's got a small block, 383 cubic inch Chevrolet engine with the 750 Holley racing carburetor and a very angry supercharger. That's all being driven by a 400 turbo drag strip gearbox and a BMI race shifter. Then it's running truck tires with truck wheels, a huge BMW radiator. It's got airplane seats in the interior. It's got a train air horn. It's got some cool spades as door handles. It's quite funny when you drive this around town or down the highway. People are literally hanging out of their cars with their cell phones, trying to take videos and trying to just capture it on the road. Funnily enough, this car is being used as a daily driver. The owner runs all his errands with it, and we do have fun in the dirt with it. It throws a mean donut, and it does an incredibly long burnout. Well, my favorite part of this is obviously the amount of power it makes. It makes about 730 horsepower and about 900 Newton meters. So all that on a lorry diff is just a bucket full of fun.
Seeing this hot rod is just amazing.
It's hugely heavy on fuel. That's why there's a separate jerry can just for in case.
If I had the money, I would buy it.
Behind me we have the Porsche 911, Carrera GTS, PDK 991. Well, what makes this car special is that it comes with the factory-fitted sports exhaust. Our client wasn't particularly happy with that, even though it is an amazing system. But he opted for the Armatrix stainless steel Valvetronic performance exhaust, which we fitted to the vehicle. Most exhausts that have valve technology come with a remote that allows the driver to open the valves or close the valves. What makes Armatrix unique is that they've gone one step further, allowing the driver to open the valves while he's driving the car with his iPhone.
What? The iPhone? Serious? Nah, you must be joking, man.
As you can hear, the car is idling quite quietly now, and by pushing it to on, you will hear the valves open. Yo. And you can turn it off. So you've basically got best of both worlds. You can either drive down the street discreetly, or you can turn it open and start Armageddon.
So that's the sound a Porsche makes. Let's see just how well people can recreate that.
Porsche. I wouldn't know, I can't afford one.
Yeah, moving on.
How's it? I'm Alex from Stoots Customs. We specialize in building and servicing custom American V-twins. As everything digital now is the way forward, I'm bringing it into my brand and into everything I manufacture, like the digital speedo. You get a little tag now to start the bike that you just swipe over the handlebars and it turns on all your electronics. All the small digital push buttons to turn the power on, and everything's controlled from a very small electronic unit. Because I handcraft every bike, every single bike has its own personality and its own trait. It's like asking a father which is his favorite son in a way. You know, when you have something in pieces and you actually at the end, you create it and you machine it, you bleed, you sweat, and then the final product comes together and you actually get to ride it down the road. Nothing beats that. I mean, the accomplishment that from anything, from a car, a bike, whatever you've started from scratch and seen the end result is just amazing.
And what an amazing show it's been.
big thanks to all our partners and our sponsors that have got involved with us for this show.
The event's been a great turnout, especially for us. I mean, with our cars making such a noise, we're getting a lot of guys coming around.
Fantastic display of accessories as well. So a nice all-in-one, great family day for everyone to be out.
Hopefully they'll do it again for sure. It's all about growing the brand and just getting everybody all involved in the motor community, which is awesome.
Cape Town Motor Show.
Sure. If I had 15 million rand, you know I'd definitely be rocking one of them six-wheeler Mercedes-Benz. Were you at the Cape Town Motor Show? Join in the conversation. Share some of your pictures and videos. Don't forget to hashtag that all-important hashtag Petrolheads189. Next week, we have a treat for all you classic fans as the team heads down to George, the classic car show. After the break, Sabu is out and about asking the locals in Botswana if they know what air suspension is all about.
I'm a blondie when it comes to cars. I don't know anything about cars.
And we meet our next contestant for Burnout Kings.
I'm going to be the next Burnout King because me and my Gusheshe, we are the boss.
Why dog leg face? Because salty? Because in love? No! Because lost? Because found? Because car? Because Datsun? Get going in a Datsun Go! Because from 99,000 Rand plus 2-year 45,000 kilometer service plan. Go to nearest dealer or website for more.
This is Lizard Lick Towing. Ron, who cuts an imposing image, is the hulking tattooed owner. Join us as we follow the Lizard Lick Towing team as they repossess vehicles and machinery on behalf of lien owners. A difficult and often unpleasant task, to say the least.
Bob, get up! Oh, hell no, Bobby! I can't run, I got this. He's got a gun, Bobby! Bobby!
That's Lizard Lick Towing, every week on Ignition. DSTV Channel 189.
Coming up, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk is great on tough terrain. The Mazda 6 is a breath of fresh air. And the BMW M760 Li is completely new.
Welcome back to Petrolheads. It's almost time for Burnout Kings. But before we jump into that, let's check who Sabu's been chatting to.
It's Boo out and about, and this week I'm kicking it in Gaborone, Botswana. We are wanting to know from you. Do you know what air suspension is? Let's go find out, shall we? Papa.
Yeah.
Do you know what air suspension is?
Air suspension?
On a car.
Shoo! Man, I'm blank.
I'm a blondie when it comes to cars. I don't know anything about cars.
Do you know air suspension?
Air suspension, yeah, Sheila air suspension. Like that song, you know, drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like you see, guys.
Drop it like it's hot, you see?
What is air suspension used for?
It's all about the suspension of the driver, whether he can take care of the car during the spinning. But if he can spin the car, it's all about the air suspension.
So when the suspension of the car is wrong, then you can't spin cars.
Exactly, man.
Sorry, brother. Did you just call me a Okay, go ahead with your bad self, partner.
Exactly, just made it. We could just make accidents.
Do you know air suspension?
I'm actually budgeting on getting one in South Africa next month.
You coming all the way to Mzansi to get it?
Exactly.
Why, my man?
Because actually, I can adjust my car actually the way I want to.
Do you have a car?
Myself, not yet.
Not yet?
Yes.
Okay, when you get a car, are you going to get air suspension?
I am going to get an E30 Gusheshe.
And are you going to put air suspension in it?
Everything that car does, I'm going to put it inside.
Air suspension?
Yes.
Thank you. I thought you could just take any old car and spin with it no matter what suspension it has. But you know, you learn something new every day. Let's find out this week's contender for the Burnout Kings.
My name is Tuso Vimat. My full official names are Tuso Modongo, but my spinning name is Vimat. I represent a spinning crew called Botswana Spin Masters. I come from northern Botswana in a village called Totome. And the car that I'm driving here is a 1986 model 325. But I've modified it to a 327. Since I'm using this car for spinning, I have first locked the diff. Lock diff is for this car to enable it to do fast turns when I'm spinning and drifting. And then secondly, I've worked on the exhaust. When you are spinning, you know, people need to hear the power of your car from the exhaust. The exhausts have to sound mwah. With this car, I've been spinning it for now around 2 years. And mind you, this car, I'm spinning it all over. Last weekend, it was in Windhoek. Today, it's in Botswana. You see, a Gusheshe, like they call it, an E30, is one car that is very powerful, reliable. If you want to give yourself an energy as a petrol head, just get into the driver's seat. It will accelerate your mode. I'm going to be the next Burnout King because me and my Gusheshe, we are the boss. And the heart on this car is very powerful. And the feet here is very heavy on the accelerator. So watch out the next Burnout King to be Vimat in his Gusheshe.
But Spin Masters, we've seen the car. Now let's see if you can pan out, my man. Arre. That was quite eventful. Skin Saka, I'm going to give you a 6. I'll tell you why. Because he did some miraculous things, guys. Even though he was spinning like that, he lost the clip for his accelerator, but he still managed to go around, so that's great. So you get a whopping 6 out of 10, my man. Congratulations, yes.
Vimat wasn't entertaining very much today, and I was not impressed by the corners he was doing. I gave him a 5.
With his performance today, he's catching up, he's getting there. So based on his performance today, I'll give him a 7.
His stunts were very good also, and I'll say he deserves a 6.
Botswana Spin Masters has burned rubber. You've heard from the crowd. You've seen my number. So the only thing left for you to do is head on to Facebook and like his video if you want him to get to the top of that leaderboard. From me and Botswana Spin Masters, see you again next week.
And there you go. That's our contestant ripping the sunny Botswana. If you would like to see Tuso in the grand finale, make sure you log on to Facebook and cast your vote.
Yes, Vic, voting is absolutely simple. Just head on to our Facebook page, Ignition Live, you should know it by now. Click on videos and like Tuto's Burnout. It's that simple. If you want to keep up to date with the current leaderboard standings, simply log on to our website ignitionlive.co.za.
Now that you know what to do, make sure your vote is heard, counted and recorded. Just remember, voting closes every Wednesday night on midnight. Any votes after that will unfortunately not be counted. So best you start sharing that video all over social media now. After the break, the guys from Sector have a little treat for us.
When you're driving in an open seater like this, it's a completely different experience. This car is light, powerful, nimble on the road.
Next on Dumbest Stuff on Wheels. Runaways. Oh, rejects. Jumpers. Ballers. Numbskulls. Nimrods. And this guy. Next on Dumbest Stuff on Wheels.
Welcome back to Petrol Heads. It's time to see what our friends at Sector have to offer.
So we've been running around the hills here in Cape Town, an amazing day out, nice and sunshine, and what better than the Type 5 Harper sports car. We're going to have a closer look and see exactly what this car is made of. Come, let's have a quick look. So this is the beast, as they call it, the Type 5. We're sitting inside, and I can tell you one thing, it might seem as if this car would be super uncomfortable to drive, and on first take you would assume so, I assume so. But it's actually super comfortable, nice body mold, nice and comfortable to drive. I've been driving it through traffic, giving it a bit of a go on the roads, and this car absolutely has stood up to everything. It's got all the Toyota underpinnings, clutch engagement is nice, throttle response is real great. Instruments is where you need it, right in front of you. And this little one at the bottom here, this is the phonometer, and this is the one you need to watch, because this is exactly why this car is so amazing. The 20 valve, 4AG, 20 valve, turbocharged Toyota engine at the back, does the job one shot. Gear shifting nice and positive, and got more of a race car feel to it than a road car, but definitely something to get used to. After about 10 minutes, you know exactly what's going on. So keeping this car on the road is a set of 15-inch Pistenza semi-slicks. What's great about these tyres is that it's going to give you great off-road, or if you would call it on-track use, and then daily driving. So you got that flexibility. So you can drive it to work on Friday, hit the track on Saturday, have a great day out. So the design of this car is all LMP2 Le Mans look. And that's exactly what Craig Harper went for, and exactly what he got. Great looking car, all about downforce, and obviously going fast around the track. Should you find yourself driving around at night with the car more than enough lighting than you'll ever need. Let's have a look around this side. So around this side you can see we've got the air ducts for the radiators, more than enough cooling coming in. This car is turbocharged, does need as much cooling as it can get, but we'll get to that in just a minute. The interior of the car, big thing on here is the composite seats, the one I'm driving, and obviously the composite seats may look a little bit uncomfortable, but actually are really comfortable. I've been cruising around in this car for what, about an hour, and I felt absolutely no fatigue. So this is an all business interior. There are customizable options, so should you use this car more on a daily basis, you could make this exactly the way that you want. Intercooler for the turbocharged engine. This is a 20 valve Toyota 4AGE engine, making around 170 kilowatts and 380 newton meters of torque. All that from a little 1600, more than enough power than you'll ever need. But a downforce is required now and then, especially if you're hitting certain racetracks. Different conditions demand for different setups. You don't always need to drive around with a wing on the back, but it does help adding an extra bit of kilograms downforce on the rear, making sure everything is in check. Let's have a look at the exhaust. Fooled you. There's no exhaust here. Come have a look. Yep, that's the exhaust. Proper racing style side exit exhaust. So right behind your head you're going to have flames, you're going to have all the popping sounds. It's going to give you the entire experience of as you would be riding a racing car. And just so that you know, this car runs on racing fuel only. Let me just tell you one thing. Anything and everything you think you know about driving, forget it. If you're used to driving normal cars, road cars, maybe even if they're high-performance powered cars, when you're driving in an open seater like this, it's a completely different experience. This car is light, powerful, nimble on the road. This is something you really need to watch when you're driving. But that being said, I've had a little bit of traffic driving with a car. It's as easy as a normal car. It's got all the Toyota underpinnings. If you're used to driving your dad's Corolla, then this is exactly as easy as driving that car.
Are you part of a car crew? Are you repping a specific race team? Do you want to be featured on Petrol Heads? It's simple. Just pop us a mail and who knows, you could be up next. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. But do join us next week as we check out what went down at this year's George Classic Car Show. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, you know I am absolutely out of here.
There's plenty of local action every Thursday evening on Ignition. Start off the evening with some local motorsports on the best of SA's tracks at 7. Then get an inside look at the automotive arena with the team from Auto Mundial at 8. And round off the evening with the best of German test drivers in Drive It at 8:30. Plenty to keep you entertained all night long, only on Ignition DSTV channel 189.
Brian Baumler is moving to the countryside to build a brand new house in the sticks.
Look at this, this is nice, isn't it?
Country Life Brian.
We live in the country. What did we do?
And City Life Sarah.
We made a mistake.
But heads as husband and wife.
But I'm talking to you like a husband, or am I talking to you like a contractor?
We're building a chicken
We're
coop.
not having a chicken
Listen,
coop.
I've already picked out where
And as contractor and client.
You talk to me like a contractor a lot, so.
Oh my God, it's to scale, gentlemen.
This is absolute chaos today.
Be sure to catch House of Brian in the sticks. It's only on the Home Channel.
This week on Automundial, Subaru takes another shot at the 7-seater crossover segment with the Visiv. Atlas is the biggest SUV in the Volkswagen family and the biggest car the company has ever built. And Buick's LaCrosse could soon be reaching the end of the road. That's Automundial this week, exclusively on Ignition. DSTV channel 189.
When people come in, they're like, wow, and then they're like, whoa.
He figures we're gonna renovate everything, so let's just rip it down.
That's like a statue there in the middle. It's like something you're proud of. Are you happy that you bought a fixer-upper? Yeah.
No.
Okay. These guys need help, and if they want my help, they're gonna have to leave this reno up to me. I'm coming in. Is it in? Is it done yet? We've got a few last-minute things to do, then we're gonna bring them in.
This is beautiful.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh. This usually waits till the end, but you're feeling a little emotional.
Is it showing? Yeah. No, this is pretty overwhelming.
The following program is not suitable for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Next on Dumbest Stuff on Wheels. Runaways. rejects, jumpers, ballers, numbskulls, Nimrods, and this guy. Next on Dumbest Stuff on Wheels. It's the coolest part of the car show, the truck bouncing competition. With those souped up hydraulics, that pickup is bouncing like a bad check. Just don't stand too close. That dude just got his teeth capped by a hubcap. Talk about a rim shot. Always be sure to shut off your engine before filling the gas tank. If the car starts up, you could get hosed. Drive-through ATMs are really convenient. Unless you have to step down and get out to put your card in. Now this is convenient. He'll use the card when he gets home.
They've got an entire sport they care about.